All right, I am ready now. Let me just share my screen and then we can get started. Let me set up chat. Hi, Jeremy. Hi, Pala. Hi, Nitin. Hi, Ganesh. Good evening. Sorry, just I was stuck somewhere. Hi, Sindhu. Hi, good evening, everyone. Hope you all had great weekend, long weekend with your family, your friends, enjoying the summer. Hi, Vasudha. Hi, Akiva. Hi, Patel. Hi, Tom. Hi, Kay. Good evening. Good evening. Chocolate was sweet. Jessica, yes, I'm rejuvenated. Hey, Chris. Hi, Suresh. Hi, Kayur. Hi, Mr. Singh. Thank you. Hi, Ahmed. Guys, one thing. If you think that you are getting something to learn here, I would recommend you to reach out to your friends who are struggling so that they can also learn and make meaningful decisions in their investments or in their trading. Because I recently met at least 4 or 5 people in my office who were struggling really, really badly. So I have like they don't even have an idea of how to invest, how to trade. They're just holding positions which are like insanely decimated. So if you think you're getting better at understanding technicals, please pass on that information to your friends. If you want them to come here, let them know. But if you have learned something, please pass that learning to the new people so that they can better their accounts. Hi, Satish. Hi, Saurabh. Hi, Rajiv. Yes, energy is always there. Once you're back from a good vacation, you are fully pumped with energy. Hi, AJ. Hi, Suma. Ganesh, one thing we need to uh, keep in mind that when you're trading, trade what you can manage. That is very, very important thing. Uh, guys, can you hear me? Because Enjoy is saying no, he cannot hear you anymore. Can you hear me? Hi, Rama. Hi. Let me post that in the chat. Hi, Sumishetty. So, coming to the point, Ganesh, that we should only play if we can handle that trade. If something is volatile, it doesn't mean that you have to jump on that trade. I post something on my channel or on the Discord, it doesn't mean that you have to take that trade. It's a position which I have added based on my risk. So if you find that yes, that is making sense to you, do that. Your risk appetite, your risk has to be defined by you only. Nobody else in this world can define the risk. Like supposedly one person is millionaire, another person is only earning $15 an hour. Now a millionaire can easily lose $1,000 in a trade, but a person who's earning $15 an hour cannot lose $1,000 in a trade. So based on your appetite, you need to figure out a risk. Based on that risk, you need to evaluate which trades to pick, which trades to ignore. My thing which has worked really, really nicely for me is to focus on maybe one, at most 2 or 3 stocks. That's it. There will be so many stocks going up and down. but focus on stocks where you know that yes, it's going to work out. It may take some time. It may not be the first trade in the morning, 9:30. It may be at 10:30, but you should have confidence in what you are picking. If you do not have any confidence, then ignore it. Ganesh, I do not use any other scanners. Sorry. Hi, Amit. So, guys, it's already 15 minutes late. So, I want to spend 5 minutes regarding this Fed quantitative uh, temp or balance sheet production before I jump into uh, the analysis, because this is really, really important. All right. So, I'm going to go to Paint because whiteboard is not shared. Uh, so, I'm going to use this. So, since 2008, we had Fed pumping the money. There were some period where Fed did not add the money, but they were very minute period in 2018, 2019 when Fed was reducing the balance sheet. But right now it's trading at $9 trillion. There is no new money which is going to come into the market from Fed. ECB has non-stopped pushed stimulus money through multiple programs, and it was last completed on 31st May 2022. Now they are not going to infuse any new money into the system, into the economy. And these are not direct monies. They are coming through corporate debt, they're coming through bonds, they're coming through mortgage backed securities. Fed buys all of that and provide liquidity to the market so that they can use it. So supposedly, I'm just explaining this so that you can understand the entire context here. All right. And if anybody has any questions, do post that in the chat and I will answer it. Supposedly, you are a company A, you need $100 million. There are multiple ways of raising that money. First, you can value your company, and based on your valuation, you can start an IPO with initial offering to the public into the secondary market, and then you can raise capital for your company by selling out the share, selling out the equity of your company. So one is called uh, equity, and other one is called issuing the bonds, meaning you are going to return the money which you have taken from someone with some interest. So here A is a company which needs, let's say, $100 million. So what they do is they issue a 20-year, 30-year bond with this interest. For example, 0.05. Fed used to buy these bonds. They were bought in, like, these could be 10-year, 5-year, 2-year, 30-year. There are multiple variations of these bonds. Fed used to buy these bonds. Fed used to buy mortgage-backed securities, MBS, like where they had collateral. Fed used to buy corporate debt so as it can renew the appetite of that organization to work. Now, Fed has given them money and added this much on its balance sheet, that yes, this is the recovery which needs to be taken back from the market into its balance sheet so that they should not be printing more money now. All right. Now, from 1st of June, Fed is going to take back $45 billion per month for the first 3 months, June, July, August. Then this money is going to increase to $95 billion. Now, people, like, for example, this company A, who had given Fed a bond of, let's say, 10 years in 2012, 2013, now should be ready with the principal, which is 100 million, and with interest, which is the coupon, yield coupon. The mortgage backed securities, if they have taken, let's say, the $100 million, they need to be ready with the collateral of $100 million, or they need to have at least that cash flow so that they can pass on that $100 million to Fed. If they do not have that money right now, they need to raise that money. Right now, they will not be able to buy uh, or take that money from the market because the interest rates have jacked up. So it's not easy. So this money, what I've seen in last 6 7 years, this money indirectly used to come into the equity market. So if that money has to be raised by this company, most likely they're going to sell off the stocks which they own, they sell off their assets and raise that money so that Fed can take this money back and reduce this 9 trillion to 7.6 trillion by the 2023. So there will be an outflow of approximately $1.4 trillion by the end of next year. This is substantial. Now, $1.4 trillion is going away, right? So if market has to remain where it is today, at least $1.4 trillion must come so that it can balance out and offset. All right. If there's less than this money coming into the market, and where would this money come from? This will come from the new investments. This will come from the funds. This will come from the 401k funds, pension funds. So if this money equates to $1.4 trillion, market will digest it and will stay or move upward. If market is not able to like raise this kind of money, then we are going down. All right. So tomorrow will be the very first day after 2019 something. I don't remember the exact month that Fed is starting to reduce the balance sheet. All right. So this is going to be critical. Now, the moves you have seen, the bull market, like 1 day move, 2 day move, 3 day move, they are not going to be there because there's going to be a equally amount of supply in the market. It will go up like you have seen in the last week, market went up 6%. In future, it may not happen. Market may bounce, yes, but it will bounce from 1 to 1.5% because now there's no fresh money to push it higher. Second, if market is going to go down, instead of going 1 and 1.5% down, it might go to 2 or 3% down. So the intensity of selling will increase as compared to intensity of buying up. Please keep this in mind when you are making your decisions. All right. Swinging in this market may not be fruitful going forward. So if you have any questions around this, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to start with my daily routine. I'm going to give like there about 5 minutes to 10:30. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'll answer it for you. And if nobody has anything, then I can get started. I'm looking for your questions on the YouTube chat. In between, by the time you guys write it, let me run my daily scans because this is end of the month. So I'll be running, let's see, open high low scan. Do we have anything? Not today. So let me go to inside day, Costco Square, Tilray. Okay. Inside month. Neil, that's not a right question. I don't care what people say. What you need to see is how the market is behaving, the price action. So I don't care what people say or not. MU and DVAC. Yes, Shami. Banks will be great short in coming days, but wait for some substantial moves. Akiva options will be not cheaper because volatility will be there. As I said, it will not be one directional moves. It will be volatile moves. You may have 1% up in the first half of the day, and by the end, you can have next 2% down by the end. So it could be very volatile days going ahead. It will be not an easy market to trade. The I don't know from where the money will go. It's not invested directly into the stocks. It's come. I just explained. It comes through multiple programs: corporate debt, market-backed securities, and bonds. Market will not be in limbo. It will be volatile. It will give. It will be more volatile. Like you have not seen that kind of volatility. It will be more choppy market. Yes. Thank you, Grumpy. Rizvi, yes, that's always there. But the problem is that the amount on the balance sheet is too much. It is going to lead to the fiscal deficit, and that's why Senator Manchin refused to even sign Build Better program, which was adding more to the balance sheet of the Fed. So it's not easy for Fed to roll back. But looking at the economy, if they would do like 100 basis points right away, I think that will clearly kill the demand and will be a jolt. Maybe after that they will not uh, do more interest hikes and then wait for a reverse closure. Bond market is always for the long term. Bond market is much bigger than the stock market, and they are poised for much better uh, rates in future as compared to the stock market. Stock market is a proportion of the bond market. Akiva, it will affect any stock. You just need to figure out that in the last 2 years where the money actually went in. And that's why I don't know if you were there on that call or not. I said a month back when Tesla was around 940, Apple was around 168, 9, Nvidia was around 200, that these will be the companies once the market lose, and Microsoft was around 290. That if these next leg has to go down, these companies will go down because the amount of money which was infused into these companies, if that money has to go out, it will not go out from Zoom because Zoom has already came down from 500 to 100. Roku from 490 to around 90 now. So there's not much left in those companies. Where is the money? And after that, you see Tesla went from 945 all the way to 620. That was a substantial cut. Apple went down from 168 to 130 to 133. Again, that was a substantial cut. Microsoft from 290 to 248. So I only track the big stocks, so I follow them. But yes, it will have impact across the board. Uh, Grumpy, yes, you can see how much is invested where, but you need to spend some time on understanding the reports from Federal Reserve. Every information is publicly available. Bobcat, I need to figure out now. I'm not checked now as of now. All right, guys. So let's get started and see what we can do. So last week we have these insight weeks. Target, Square. So in my list I have Square. No. So I'll just make a note. Target, Square. No, Twitter is black. Yeah, no, it's not worth it. So it's still all right. And inside day, Costco and Square. Square and Costco. Inside month, MU. Okay, so I have the data to start. So let me get started. So the range of ES, like it's struggling in that area of 4150, 41. This is a 61.8%, which is 4260. Then we have another Fibonacci, which is 50%, 4182. One more is 4105. Today we made exact low of 4105 today and bounced. Now, my concern is we are moving higher highs, but we have seen a move of more than like 38 to 40, 150, about 300 points, which is a substantial chunk. Like if you add 9% here, that's about the move today. So we have seen that move in 1, 2, 3, 3 back-to-back green days. Fourth one is the red day, and we are holding around this 34 EMA. Now, this looks like a bull flag if we hold 4105, but if we lose 4105, first we'll lose 34, we will lose 38.2 Fibonacci, and we will come down to 4058, and we will break down onto this bull flag, and this could be nasty. If we lose this area 4105, we are going for newer lows, and I'll explain you why. Just keep an eye on this. We struggled here, we made a low here. We struggled here first in this area, we made the low. We struggled here, we made another low. We struggled here, we made the low. We struggled here, we made the low. This time we only went up. Here you will see we went up, we went up, we went up, and in some cases we went up. But if we lose 4101, it's gonna or like precisely if I clear this, my exact number will be 4095. If we lose 4095, this gonna go down substantially and make a newer low. So 4095 is my end of right now futures are showing 20 points plus. I do not trust it anymore, but 4095 is my stop loss. I want to buy above 4135. If you want to keep a better stop loss, keep stop loss in this range, 4105 to 4095. 4095 you lose, boom, you should not be holding any longs after that. Now, where should we go if we hold this bull flag? Okay. I'm using a range 4130. 4130 is the 34 EMA. And if you see in half an hour, it's like in this range 4030, 4050. It's just holding this above this area. Right now, the futures volume is incredibly low, so I do not trust these moves. So in the real market, right, when the market opens, if we hold above this 4130 area, which is about 20 points less, we can hit 4182 first and 4260. There's about 40% chances of doing that. It's a bull flag on daily. It's not a clean bull flag, but it's a partial bull flag. On the short side, sell below 4095. That's a confirmation 4095. Stop loss can be 4105. 60% chance we are going down. And that will be a failure of 38.2. 4105 break is failure of 38.2% Fibonacci, which is really, really important. By now, you should understand 38 is really, really important. Where it can hold. First target will be 40.58, 4,009. Ready for new lows if this happens. All right. So I'm still on the short side for the market. Again, if we cross 41.35, hold this area, we might test 41.82. But I'm 40.60 towards bull or bear side. Triple Q. Triple Q, like right here, we had a morning star. Now we are at the top of the regression channel below the 34 EMA, and we are setting up a evening star, because if you see right from here, 282 all the way to 311, that's about 30 points, roughly 9%. So if you have a move of 9% with a gap open, I am not confident on the market. So 307.60 is my area. If I have to go long, 311.69, 313, these are important resistance areas. So positive stop loss is 307.60. These are Fibonacci's, and this is a 50% Fibonacci, so not very strong, but should give you some support. Like 38, 23, and 61 are really, really strong Fibonacci levels. 50 is slightly less strong. So on the long side, this should be the stop loss, and we should buy at least above this line. That's about 310. Buy above 310.50. Not fancy with targets. 311.69 or 70. 313. 40%. That's it. Test of 34 EMA. Can test. On the short side, it's the potential evening star. The moment it loses 307, sell it. Again, as I said, selling will be aggressive. It will not be easy market to recover. So sell it below this area. Stop loss, if you want, you can keep 310. Targets will be 302 and 300. %60. So my take on the market is, like even today, if Amazon did not move, all the other stocks were not strong. So if Amazon loses its momentum tomorrow, it has done almost like 20% from 2020 all the way to 2400. That's approximately 20% move in 5 days, 4 days. So it's a very good move already in Amazon. So I think it should be consolidation now before the split, or tomorrow will be more of a consolidation as far as I think in Amazon. So let's see how QQQ pans out from it. Apple is clearly making evenings like a dodgy here. It moved up, tested 150 area, which was a resistance area. Now 150 is my stop loss, and I am going short on Apple. I will sell near 150.70. Stop loss is my 34 EMA, 152.20. Targets is 145.60. And yeah, both the targets are same because it's a 12 EMA. So I'm gonna make this red. You may not like all these reds, but it is what it is. Again, I trail based on what I see. There's no confidence here. There's a gap which has been created. Gaps will be filled. So let's see. If it comes near 150, I'll be short. Or 149.6. Like you can sell near 149.60 to 150. AMD has been really moving, but after a very long time, like AMD has been holding this long-term channel, regression channel line. It's holding it, and right now, if you see this, it's called a bear flag. It's totally opposite. It's coming down. It's consolidating like this and like this. So if it loses somewhere here, until now I'm like going long on AMD, but I think that's about it. You have seen some good moves on AMD, so it might come and test this one before making another move. So I will be looking to short AMD if it loses 102 with a stop loss of 103.30. AMD short, sell below 101.50, stop loss is 103.30, target is 96.50. 99.50 and 96.50. Amazon has been one of the most like powerful strong in this market. It's making a W right now, and in between it's also creating the gaps, which is not healthy. Like this was a perfect, like as I said, gravestone dodges are perfect. It made that gravestone dodgy, and since then 2025 it's almost 400 points up. Now 2380 is really important area for Amazon. If Amazon holds 2380, it's good. Otherwise, it will come back and fill the gap of 2300. So if you're Amazon, 2380 is your stop loss, and sell below 2380 for gap fill. Where should I buy Amazon? I should buy Amazon around 2400. Buy in the range 2390, 2410. What should be my target? 2460, which is a 34 EMA. And next one is 2483, which is a 50% Fibonacci. Baba, since the earning, like Baba is doing good. It hit my target of 99, which was there last time. Now it's has managed to like have a gap. The gap is 95.09 and 95. There's a 40-cent gap here. If that gap is filled and it holds, it's an inside day breakout, but it got rejected from the regression line as well as 23.6 Fibonacci level. So in this case, I would love to see if it breaks out here. Then there's a massive opening for Baba for 115. If it fails here, it's a fake breakout. So I'm gonna keep 95 as my stop loss for Baba. and it is positive, but it's doing good. Buy near 95, 96 area. Target is 99. And 114. So very good potential there in Baba. And if Chinese market are supporting, Baba should equally move. Bank of America. Bank of America is doing an outside bullish, so it's a bullish engulfing day. It covered the body here from its body, so the price action remained strong, positive close. This is what we were looking at, 37 target. So 37 is achieved. Now stop loss is 37. We upgrade to 37. Buy near 37. If it comes in a range, buy near 37. Target is 37.80 and 38.30. 37.80, 38.30. It has reclaimed 34. Outside bullish. I'll say bullish engulfing. Caterpillar, FedEx, all these stocks are moving so as to support. Caterpillar is back in that 215 area after testing the earnings from John Deere. It went down, but it's holding. You see, it's holding this area substantially, and it's making a massive inverted head and shoulders. So I think it should find some support here for 225. If it doesn't, this could be really, really bad. So 215 area is really, really important for Caterpillar. I'm keeping it neutral because it's an outside day. It still closed green on the candle, but price action wise, it was weak. If it loses 215, it might come down to 211. Or you can say, if you want to add around 211, 212, that could be a good trade as well with the stop loss. So Caterpillar, I am neutral. 212 is my stop loss. Buy in the range of 213, 215. Target is this 219, 225. 219.50, 225. These are all 60% because market is going to be very, very volatile. Costco, it did after the earnings when I last did the session. That was positive. It's struggling right here at 469. I would love to go short on this on Costco. It's making that big M pattern. It's bouncing, but it should continue to go down. So a break of 463 could be aggressive sell on Costco. 463 was my target for the long. Now I'm just keeping it neutral. Sell below 463. Stop loss should be 469. Target should be 443. And 430. Go long above 469 to 491. Costco is inside day, yes. That's why I'm mentioning both the sides. Just CRM had earnings today. They did all right type of earnings, but in the after hours, it's massively up. So tomorrow, if it holds 172, it's fine. You can try along. But CRM has a habit of losing the momentum after the earnings. And the earnings, like they guided that they will fulfill everything. But I still don't see anything substantial from Salesforce. So I will try to sell this at around 172, just to be honest, on Salesforce. Trend is neutral because the numbers are great, but sell near one or sell below 172. Stop loss 174. Target should be 169 and 162. Yes. Can go long above 174. Or Facebook. Since the earnings from Snap, Facebook is really struggling. It's trying to recapture that move, but it's getting resistance from that 196, 195 area. Stop loss is 193. So if market will get weaker, Facebook is leading the weakness. So I will continue to sell this if something in market happens, because advertisement is the main business for Facebook. If they are not able to catch all the advertisements, no, it's not possible. I just missed inverted head and shoulders on that. So Facebook, I am going short with a break of sell below 193. $196, stop loss 190. Come on. 190.5 and then 186. Go long above 196. I'm just mentioning because if market somehow uh, tries to push hard and it does, then these are the areas where we should consider going long in any of these tickers. Google, I think Google has done its job. It came all the way 34 EMA where it has struggled in the past, created some gaps on the way up. Now, if it loses, like it closed right here, if it comes below 2250, I think it's going to be complicated. Otherwise, 2350 can be tested. Because even in the past, it has tried to come back to back 2 days and then continued consolidation. And this consolidation area, this area provide good support. Now this should provide good resistance. So I'm going short on Google with a break below 2255. So Google, I'm short, sell below 2255. Stop loss is 2280. 22.93. So let's go short with 65. Target is 22.35. And then the gap is 21.80. This is short because I'm prominently short-sided today. So mentioning go long above 22.95 for 23.48. All right, then we have Home Depot. Home Depot is trying its best, but it should have made a W and break up on the higher side, but it did not. So it's made a lower low, lower high. So it's already negative sentiment. So it's short. Sell below 350, which is the 200 34 EMA, sorry, 350. Target is 296, 70, and then target is around this area, 293. It's short. Microsoft is short for me. Microsoft is there in 272 area. See the power of 34 EMA. As and when it came, the market made the red. Even if after closing big green on Friday, today it turns on its head. So now if you lose 272.50, it's a short. Target 269, 265. Go long above, and wherever I'm feeling that if we have to try long, we should go long above these areas. Nvidia also struggled with 34 EMA. Either it will come down and test the 12 EMA to make the support, or it needs to break out about 190. Right now it's making a higher high, high low, so it should be neutral. I'm still going to sell this. Sell below 180, this area, right? Where plus finding support 185. Sell below 185. Stop loss is 187. Target is 180, 177. Earnings are bad for Nvidia, so they're good opportunity. Again, you need to see the market is currently up. It's down like almost 10 points now. I'm not anticipating a green market tomorrow. I'm anticipating a red market. That's why I'm looking for short. Go long above 191. And guys, if you like my content, please share and like it. I usually don't say it, but I'll be happy if you can do it. Roku. Roku is like same thing. Between 1234. If it loses 91, it's gone. If it holds this area, I doubt that it will hold this area. So I'm keeping it neutral because it bounced right from set 75, 78, 80. See, 87, 88. It went on to make 97 now. So I'm going to keep neutral on this by 92 stop loss. Buy near 93, 94. So I will wait for a dip. It's holding this area. Properly look for 98 target. 98.60. And double bottom was done. Shopify. Same thing. Like all these companies, they are struggling and they're making dodgies, which is not a good case always. So when you have a dodgy at the bottom of the dodge trend, if you find dodgy, it's good. Now from all the way 300 to 370, that's about 50 points move, 15% move. The dodgy is not a nice thing. So the moment you lose 366, it's gonna make new low. Or if you want to keep 366 as your stop loss and sell below 366 only. Buy near 365 or 66.70. If you want to buy in this range with keeping this stop loss, it's fine. The moment it loses 366, it's time to exit. Target is around 398 or 385, 395. But if it loses 366, it's time to short. Snow has an inside day as well. It's making a bull flag at the bottom, having an inside day, inside week as well. So it is making high lows. It had really bad numbers. I want to sell it if it comes around 137, but it's far away. So let me just change and see in high Kenichi. It's making dodgy at the bottom. So I'll take a long call here based on the dodgy. So positive. I'll go long above 131. Stop loss should be 125. Yep, it's everything is good for inside the snow is positive inside the. Last but not the least, everyone's favorite Tesla. So today Tesla came 779 exactly to the point, came down and tested. Let me just change to normal candles. Tested 733 to the point again. Now the same thing is happening. It's getting resistance here. If you have to go long above 779, which is a very tough zone to crack. If it loses 760, yeah, it will come down to 733. So positive side is 40, 60. I'm gonna sell this below 760. Stop loss 779. Target is 733, 728. Positive side is buy above 779. Keep 760 as your stop loss. Target should be 808 and 845. So we have snow as well, which has one inside day. So I'm going to include that square, not snow square. Square has inside day and it's kind of showing some momentum in the last few days. Like from 65 to 80, almost 50% move up. Now, what can happen here? This is a good consolidation base of 75. This is a good area of rejection. So if it breaks above 91, where I'm just taking it positive, buy above 91, which is like 4%. But when this stocks moves, it can really, really move. 94.60 and 101.75. This is again my target. Stop loss in this case will be 88. That's it. So I'm pretty much done. I can take a couple of questions, but not more. I had now, and let me just share the link so that you can join in. But again, I'll be quick. So I have MDB and CAT. I did. CAT has a head and shoulders. Yeah, possibly yes. 225 loses. CAT has head and shoulders. Costco, hanging man. Not, no. This is not hanging man. Hanging man, like, it should be somewhere here. Not at this one. It's an inside thing. So MDB, somebody asked me. MBD has a bearish candle, failure of 12 EMA, failure of 0. So it should come down. It should come down more. There are gaps here. This it might find some good support around 214 area, which is this area, 214 area, and then 202 area. That's MDB. Now has made a lower low, and this if it fills the gap, I think it will fail. It can come down to 449. So keep an eye on the gap. I've shared the Zoom link. If anybody's interested, you can come in. Yes, Surya.
Hey Naval, how are you doing? Can you hear me?
1 second, Surya, 1 second.
Sure.
Pankaj, if you really want, you can go and talk to him. I don't care. I will remove as many as I want. It's my group. If you have any issues, you can leave. I don't care about anybody else. I need people who are transparent and honest. Posting alerts, first of all, that's not an alert group. Don't piss me off. If you don't like my thing, just leave. Yes, Surya, sorry.
Hey, no worries. Quick question, more educational. I tried something myself. I think I made a mistake in that. So I took an Amazon option today. After I took it, it started going down. So I thought, okay, every time what you do, making it a spread to lock down your loss.
Yes.
I don't know what I made a mistake, but picking which option to sell, I think it is guaranteed to make a loss. So I'd let me see which option I do. So 2 times you do, right? Either you lock your profit or you lock your loss, correct? 2 scenarios. When you're locking your loss, do you sell below the previous strike that you buy, or you sell above the one?
For example, let's say I have 2,400 calls today. Okay, and I'm losing on it. Let's say I bought it at 50 and it went down to 45.
Correct.
I will simply sell 2,405 for 45, $43 and then reduce it to 700. So that's my loss, which is locked. I'm not going to lose any more money on that.
But would you ever make money in
no,
that?
See, locking the loss means that's it. You book the loss.
I see. Okay, because I was under impression that if it beats, you will still make money. So then I did wrong. I did right. What I did today is 2450, 2450 call, and I started seeing drop. So I sold 2555.
That's all right.
Okay.
Tomorrow if it drops, right,
Mhm.
you can buy back 2455 and then let it run 2450.
No, I closed the spread because I thought I made a mistake. So I reduced the loss. So I closed it for $350 loss. So I thought maybe I did mistake. I thought maybe I should have sold 2445 rather than
No,
2455.
you cannot do that 2445.
I see.
That
Okay.
will block your money.
Okay, got it. So then I did right because I thought maybe I did some mistake. Because sometime I remember telling you that you still made money. Maybe I
I
misjudged that.
made money because I opened up the spread next day.
Okay. Could be, yeah.
Uh,
Oh, thanks. No, that's the
even
thing.
if, like for example, even if I lost, like sold this at 28, tomorrow if market goes down, it opens at 16. This value is fine, right?
Mhm.
It may come down to let's say 20. This may be to 16. I'll buy this, and if it comes down to 8 more points, I'll make money.
Okay. So you need to just hold it and see if it covers up.
Yes, because
Okay.
in that case, like you are eating the premiums both sides, and you're so close to each other. The strikes are next to each other.
Okay. That now
That's the reason.
makes sense. Okay. But if you're locking your profits, does you same thing? Like you sell 2455? It's the same method?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
See, if my cost was like in case today morning I had 2300 call at $60, I sold 2375 at $60. So my net cost was zero. I got all my capital back, and my profit was locked.
No, no, sorry. Can you repeat one more time if you don't mind? So you bought 2400, correct?
I bought 2375
Oh, you bought 2375. Okay.
at $39, and when it was 45.47, I sold 2400 call at around $38.
Okay. Okay. That's your profit you locked in. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now it makes sense. Okay. Got it. Thanks, Naval. That's what I thought I made a mistake, but looks like I did right.
It's just
Timing was
because
wrong.
you're not supposed to tell me what I need to do. I will remove whoever I want. Looking at the profile, you are not supposed to tell me. If you don't like it, you can leave it. Please do not piss me off. I've not seen you anytime ever in my group. Next time you'll be posting anything, I'm blocking you. I don't care about anything else.
Hopefully it's not me, but okay.
There's a person in the chat. He's just pissing me off.
Oh, sorry, I was not following. Okay, thanks, Naval. That was my question. Thanks for the help.
Anyone else? Like he's giving us good profit. What the fuck is it? I don't. Yes, Manoj.
Naval, this is Manoj. Thank you for your session. I had a question about CRM. I got into CRM earlier than you posted that it is going to kill the premium. I was thinking like it is going to move by $13. It moved. So I have a put spread and I have a butterfly on the long side. The total risk on the put spread is $160, and I got a butterfly for approximately same amount, same money. So now I wanted to know what is going to happen to Amazon, or I'm going to lose both sides.
Here again, I cannot fix your trades. If you are taking something, you must have thought about something. And if you have not thought about it, then you're in a wrong trade.
I was just thinking it's going to make at least $10 move.
Why?
That,
The question is why you think? Because years, as I
because
said,
the toss was showing it's going to have a up or down move by $13.
That's something which is based on the current option volatility. This moves, right? This moves is based on the current option volatility. It doesn't mean it has to move into this point.
Okay.
It doesn't mean. Now, if volatility is less, this move will come down to, let's say, $10. So it has nothing to do with it's going to move $20 or $10. It just gives you an idea that yes, the volatility implied is such that it might move in any direction around this level. It could be $100, it could be $200, it could be zero.
Okay.
That's a wrong rationale. Second thing, ERs, I am bad in ERs. I have shared my trades multiple times, but ERs has nothing to do with any logic. It's pure luck. That's what I'm.
So I made a mistake. I totally get it. Naval, what has happened is I was thinking for short. I got into short trade, and just before 2 minutes before, I think probably a minute or two before you posted a message that it is going to kill the premium, I got into long butterfly. So I thought maximum loss is going to be if it does not move, I'll lose 250 to $300. I'll close that tomorrow morning at open for sure. But
Let's see what happens. I'll post what's going to happen on CRM. I'll post that.
Okay, and I have time, right? Because it's June 17th. I am not buy. I did not buy for this week.
Okay.
So that and I had one more question about your Amazon trade today. I was in Amazon, right? And I was up by $350. So I don't trade big. I trade very small. So I got out. Then I saw you got in later in the day. So question was, what triggered your trade?
Question was, what triggered my trade?
Yeah, because you already made the money and you posted that you made the money, and then you re-entered Amazon, right?
I was holding on to my position.
Oh, you're holding on to your position. Okay.
Yes, I did not even sell it, even if it went down. I'm still holding on to my position because my account was less than 25,000 yesterday.
Okay.
So, I did not had choice to close them. So I made spreads, butterflies, and I made them when they were going higher. So when it came down $50,
Okay.
we went into loss. I still have those positions open. I did not.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, Kiran.
Hey, Noel, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Kiran?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. So I have a question. So I was listening to the one of the answer you gave it to that spread, making a spread, right? Today I was keenly following the Amazon trades for your chart. 2375 you bought it, and at 2400 you sell it out. Okay, you lock your profit, right?
I sold it. I sold it when it was
39. Correct. 40. So you locked profit of $1,000, right?
Yes.
Okay, but why do you spread? See, instead of locking means you can sell it up, right? So you can close that option, right? Why do you want to make the spread?
I had less than $25,000 in my option account. I could not sell it.
Okay. So that's the only one reason you locked your profit. It's not like something you can get benefit for that one, more trade for that one, right?
No, that's the reason I posted. I could have made much more money if I had that option available.
Okay. So you are making the spreads to lock your profit or actually lock your loss. That's the only one reason you are making a spreads.
I do not. When I want to lock my loss, I go into butterflies. When I'm going to make my profit locked, I make spreads.
Yeah, because I was following, and not only today, because last week and before last week, you are making a spread sometimes when you are in profit, when you are loss also. I did not understand the logic. Why instead of making a spread, you would have closed that, right? So, okay, less than because of the 25K less, so you are making those things. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, got it, sir. How about tomorrow's Amazon?
Yeah, tomorrow I'm not expecting market to move. It should ease off a little.
Yeah, because actually Amazon, I like Amazon, whatever that you trade because of the 25 less than 25K. I'm not able to do it as a trading. Yeah, that's the main problem. I hope some other people also fall in the same category, because
Again,
we can't able to do a trade, right?
I only post the trades which I do. I don't post anything else. And that's the idea of my group. There are many people who share their ideas. You can
Mm.
check that out and evaluate it. This is not a trade group. This is a community where we discuss ideas. I share my idea. This is what I'm planning. If you find it fine, you can take it. If you don't find it fine, you can leave it.
Yeah. I completely understand it. Thank you for sharing the Amazon, because sometimes when I don't have any day trades, right? I'm a little bit scared to enter your trade,
That's
because we need to
that's
close
why
it.
I use spreads. That's why I use spreads. Because once I'm in profit, I
Sorry.
tend to log in.
Uh-huh. Okay. I understand. So how do you log that spread? Okay, I'll make sense. So no need to wait for the day trade closing. So next day we can close it out. Correct? That's what you're trying to say.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
No problems. Thank you, Jeremy. Last one is merely before I close this. Again, this is a bullshit company. Why you're stuck in it, Aditya? I have no idea. You have all the wrong stocks in your account. It had a gap to fill at 633. The gap is still there. It's gonna go down more because it has come up from 640 all the way to 818. That's a $200 move. It's a bearish engulfing and an evening star, so it's gonna go down now. Thank you, Joe. See and ready. If you are late, I cannot help it. I did AMD a few minutes back. Like, guys, one thing I want to be very crystal clear. I am not answerable to you. I'm doing this because I want to share the information. If you are late, if you do not want to look at the data posted, it's not my problem. I am not there to cover up for your laziness. Just to be very, very clear, I am spending my own personal time, my own sleep to share whatever I can. Please respect that. If you are late, I don't care. I finished my dinner, I finished my office work, and started this mostly on time. So please go back and look at the tickers which have been posted. Do not come out of your sleep and ask, oh, have we covered this or not? Or don't say, sorry, I'm late. I don't care. When you're supposed to go in an exam or you're supposed to go into your office for a meeting, you do not go into your boss and tell, I'm sorry, I cannot make on time. These all things really pisses me off. Everybody wants everything to be spoon fed on their plate. Sorry for my words, but I get agitated because I'm spending so much time and people come out of their shackles and start asking same thing again and again. Be in my shoes. Nobody's paying me anything for this. All right. Anyone else has anything? Surya, you have anything else?
Yeah, one quick question, Naval. You are saying that, right, to log profit losses, you do butterfly. So in that Amazon example, you buy another contract of same 2450 and then add.
Surya, you need to understand what butterflies are. I've explained this so many times. I really don't know what to do.
No, I mean, you sell two and you buy if
Do you
it's
even
your
know
calls,
what is
right?
a butterfly?
Yeah.
Then you should not be asking me this question.
Okay.
Guys, you need to practice on your account first. If you keep on asking, like, be independent, please. See again, all of a sudden these guys like Uday Kiran. I've not seen this Uday Kiran ever in my thing, and all of a sudden, can you please check Sophie? Toby, I'm going to do Netflix and Sophie before I close. Netflix is making a rounding bottom. So if I'm right, if Netflix breaks out about 201, it can go to 222. That's a rounding bottom there in Netflix. Sophie is like from 4 to almost 8 and now making dodgy. If Sophie loses 725, it will not be good for Sophie. It will come down and fill the gap. So 725 to, like, it should not lose 7 in any case. If it loses to 7, it should be out. You should not be holding that position. 7 is the base mark or benchmark for Sophie. Akiva paper trading is there across all the different applications. The problem is people don't like to do it. It feels like everybody who's been listening to me feels like that, yes, I'm cribbing, but what can I do? If as a teacher, I'm investing my time into my students and my students are not giving me equal back in terms of charts, ideas, questions, what could I do? I feel pissed off. Anyways, thank you for joining. Good night. Bye-bye.